So on today's episode of What's in the Vault, the firearm I'm going to introduce to you guys today is one that I had wanted since the 1990s. About middle of the 90s, I was reading Guns and Ammo or SWAT magazine, one of those, and there was an article that was discussing this particular revolver and how it was used by a counter-narcotics undercover detective in, I believe, New York City. Could have been Chicago, LA, something like that. But regardless, the detective, they relay this story, goes in, and with this revolver, there's three bad guys. Stuff goes south really quick, and within three shots, boom, 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 in quick succession, he takes out the bad guys. And I knew after reading that article, and I'm not doing it justice, that I had to have this firearm one day in my collection. Now, the firearm that I'm talking about is a Smith Wesson Model 19-3, which is a 357 Magnum snub-nose. And if you know anything about the dash system in Smith & Wesson, that indicates a modification to the original. And it's also known colloquially as the Combat Magnum, which just seemed super appropriate. Moreover, it is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous revolver aesthetically. So I've waited years and years and years, and recently I had the opportunity to buy one off Gun Broker, and I won the bid. And what I got was, instead of the Model 19-3, I got a Model 19-5. Now, this is essentially the same exact gun with a couple more modifications to it. This particular revolver was produced in 1988. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The bluing on it is exquisite. It came with the traditional style Smith & Wesson boot grips, which I thought were going to be really small, but actually on this frame, the grips are wide enough for my big hands where it felt comfortable. But I'm a huge fan of Pachmayr grips, so I had to get a nice set of Pachmayr grips to accompany this revolver. And let's just go ahead and show it clear real quick. It's just gorgeous. Everything about it is the weight of it in your hand, the ergonomic feel of it is exquisite. Everything is just right. This beautiful ramp up front sight is gorgeous. We got that nice adjustable rear sight. It's just a perfect revolver. And I don't think I've been happier to own a revolver than I am of getting this one. Super pleased with it. Took it out to the range, which you'll see here in a second, and it just performs exquisitely. And I can see how it got the moniker Combat Magnum. Okay, but before we do that, I want to talk to you about something special that I brought to the range. So this is the very first video that I've ever done where I've used Oakley Meta glasses. These are pretty awesome. I got them off Amazon. You can get Ray-Bans or Oakleys. I like the Oakleys for a bunch of different reasons, but I've always really been a big fan of Oakley. And I love that how these glasses perform. The video quality is excellent, as you're going to see. You can get transition glasses, prescription glasses, all that kind of thing. These are not transition in that they go clear when it's you're inside and dark when it's outside, but these are polarized, which I prefer for range use anyway. So they performed very, very well. I'm very happy with these, and you're going to see a lot more first-person perspective in my shooting now that I have these, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Okay, guys, so that's it. The Smith & Wesson 19-5 Combat Magnum with Pachmayr grips. Man, what a beauty. This is going to be one of my primary carry guns, especially in the cooler months. I absolutely love this firearm, and I'm super happy that I finally got one in my collection after 30 years. Also, please feel free to visit me at www.gorillagym, all one word, .com, you'll see links to my Instagram, links to blogs, the companion blogs for these videos and videos that go up on Instagram, as well as merch. There's t-shirts, sweatshirts, caps, you know, you name it, we got it there. Check it out. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Jimmy G, the Italian Gorilla, out of here.